All right, so we're doing another little garden tour for 2022. And we'll just focus on some of the newer things that are out right now. So obviously we got the yellow yarrow popping up, as well as the catmint in kind of its later flowering stages now. Got these nice little yellow spireas, I think. All these little sea hollies are popping up. These grasses are doing really well. Our Mexican feather grasses had a rough winter, but they're coming back. At least some of them a little bit. Onion doing well. Everything's pretty happy and thriving. We've been having a little bit of a drought, but this all handles the drought pretty well. These grasses are really healthy, even spiking. You got a little flower spike, which is cool. We got our what are these, goldenrods all coming in, and then the bluebeard I had hacked back, and that will grow nice and big again. Our rhododendron's kind of at its late stages now. This pink one's still going. We'll get there. So right now, for this little thing, we just have a ton of this clematis growing over here, and so we're kind of training it all to go into little sides here. We got it kind of going up to that side, and we're gonna try to do it up this as well, just to kind of fill in the space. We didn't really have a plan for this. There's still like a stump down here from last year. There was a big bush there, and I still gotta get rid of this yew. But behind us, we got some interesting things. I mean, we got a Coreopsis that I threw back here that seems to be surviving. And we've also got this white mulberry, which mulberry is a very cool kind of asymmetrical leaf. And I'll probably need to move this at some point because these can actually get really big. But it's very healthy right now, and it is covered with clematis, which will strangle it, so I gotta deal with that. But let's take a look at the real showstopper here. Here are the Coreopsis. So last spring, these actually grew from seed, and they were over on this slope where I actually have a few other. So this is another Coreopsis from seed that grew on the slope, and I actually took all of them out in the fall and planted them over there, and they all survived the winter, and they're all thriving. This slope I put a bunch of different things on. These were from the seed mix. Cornflowers have stayed. I got some cool looking sedums down here. They're doing really well. These coral bells are really getting bleached by the sun. I thought they could handle the full sun, but they don't really like it. So those are probably gonna have to go at some point. But the lavender is very happy, and you can see it's on the verge of flowering. This blue sage behind it has already flowered mostly, and it's been very happy. So cool to see all that doing well. Front slope here, got that false spirea kind of filling in the whole slope at this point. Looking pretty good. Everything's filling out pretty nicely. Back up top here, Erica got a new rosemary from our neighbor. This alliums have done really well. This sage, we pretty much ripped this all out, and it just all grew back. Very happy sage. Same with this dill is really taking off. We put some dill in, had some tomatoes, artichoke, basil, got some lettuces here, some arugula, which arugula apparently is a cruciform, and then some peas in the back. So that's pretty much the bulk of the front. Again, all those Coreopsis, got our rhododendron, another cornflower that popped in the mix. And then kind of this other stuff. I mean, this stuff is still kind of flowering. We'll get to this more later once that all flowers. Now we can go in the back. So this year I mowed everything. I did have a little patch of area that I didn't mow in the last couple of years, but it didn't really do what I expected. It was just kind of a monoculture, kind of flopped over really quickly. Yeah, not the best experiment, but we'll end up putting beds in here or something. Who knows? We got other stuff to worry about in the meantime. But so in the back here, not a whole lot going on. I did put some sunflower seeds in here, and I don't know if these are sunflowers that are growing. This isn't the most well-lit spot, but we'll see. I mean, a lot of this needs some work, but what is cool to see is there are tons of milkweeds growing in here. And, you know, this could be a dogbane because of its pointedness, but I know for sure, I mean, maybe not. I mean, look at this. Here we go. We are so close to a flowering milkweed here, which is super exciting to see. I've been wanting this milkweeds to pop up for a while. Meantime, I got this enormous Forsythia I've got to deal with. And that's really all at the moment. Got our compost. Obviously, wow, look at that. You got the squash, and probably butternut squash coming in already. Some mint. And yeah, so we'll probably let these squash survive, I guess. But yeah, this is all just whatever. I mean, we got so much yard work that we're doing that we're just focusing on, I mean, housework that we're doing. We're just focusing on that this year, and the rest we'll just see. So I hope that was instructive, and I'll see you for the next video.